Have you ever felt butterflies in your stomach before a big presentation or had a gut feeling about a decision? This isn't just a turn of phrase, it's a powerful clue about the profound connection between your digestive system and your brain. These two seemingly distant organs are in constant, intimate conversation. What happens in your gut does not stay in your gut. It directly influences your mood, your memory, your ability to think clearly. We are on the cusp of a medical revolution, one that places the health of our gut at the very center of our overall well-being, especially the health of our most precious organ, the brain. To understand this link, we first need to talk about metabolism. In one simple sentence, your metabolism is the sum of all the chemical reactions in your body that convert food into life-sustaining energy. It's the engine that powers everything you do, breathing, thinking. Your brain, despite being only about 2% of your body's weight, is an energy hog. It consumes a staggering 20% of your daily energy supply. It demands a constant, steady stream of high-quality fuel to function optimally. When this fuel supply is erratic or poor, the consequences are felt immediately as brain fog, poor concentration, emotional instability. This is where the story truly begins. The quality of your metabolism, which determines how efficiently you create and deliver energy, is massively influenced by the health of your gut. The trillions of microorganisms living in your digestive tract play a starring role in this process. They help break down your food, they manufacture essential vitamins, they communicate with the immune system, they communicate with the nervous system. An unhealthy gut can lead to a dysfunctional metabolism, which in turn creates an energy crisis for the brain. This simple linear chain of events is the root cause of many modern neurological and psychological complaints. Think of it this way. Your brain is a high-performance supercomputer that requires a dedicated, clean power source. Your metabolism is that power source. Your gut is the control room that regulates it. If the control room is in chaos, filled with the wrong signals from processed foods, sugar, stress, it will send out messy, unstable power surges. This disrupts the supercomputer, causing it to glitch, slow down, become vulnerable to damage. The primary fuel for your brain is glucose, a simple sugar derived from the carbohydrates you eat. The hormone insulin acts like a key, unlocking your body's cells, including brain cells, to allow glucose to enter and be used for energy. However, a diet high in refined sugars and processed carbohydrates forces your body to produce large amounts of insulin over and over again. This constant hormonal barrage can cause your cells to become numb to insulin signal. They start to ignore the key, a condition we call insulin resistance. Glucose can no longer get into the cells efficiently, so it builds up in the bloodstream, leading to high blood sugar. Meanwhile, your brain cells, which are incredibly sensitive to energy deficits, begin to starve. They are surrounded by a sea of unusable fuel. This starvation state is a direct cause of cognitive dysfunction and a general sense of not being mentally sharp. Chronic insulin resistance and high blood sugar are major risk factors for cognitive decline. Many now refer to Alzheimer's disease as type 3 diabetes, such as the buildup of amyloid plaques. Fortunately, your brain has a backup fuel source: ketones, clean, efficient, and neuroprotective. Inflammation is a natural and necessary process. When you get a cut, your immune system rushes to the site. Redness, swelling. This is acute, helpful inflammation. The problem arises when this inflammatory response becomes chronic, simmering at a low level throughout your entire body. A dysfunctional metabolism is a primary trigger. Poor dietary choices, insulin resistance, foods high in sugar, industrial seed oils, processed ingredients, tiny inflammatory messenger molecules, known as cytokines, circulate in your bloodstream. They can cross the highly selective border protecting your brain, the blood-brain barrier. Systemic inflammation can make it more permeable, leaky. Once cytokines breach the wall and enter the brain, they trigger inflammation there. This is called neuroinflammation. It acts like static on a radio, disrupting electrical and chemical signaling, causing depression, anxiety, severe memory loss, brain fog. The brain's immune cells, microglia, become overactivated. Now they go on the attack, damaging healthy neurons and synapses. The gut plays a central role. Dysbiosis can lead to a leaky gut. Your immune system mounts a massive inflammatory attack. This is a primary source of the systemic inflammation that travels to the brain. Therefore, healing the gut lining is non-negotiable. Section 4. The gut-brain superhighway. Unpacking the communication network. The The connection between your gut and your brain isn't mystical. It's a physical and biochemical reality, known as the gut-brain axis. Picture a triangle of power: gut, metabolism, brain. Each point directly influences the other two. A healthy gut promotes a stable metabolism. Stable metabolism provides clean energy for a sharp brain. Conversely, a stressed brain can negatively impact gut function. The most direct route is the vagus nerve. It acts as a two-way fiber optic cable, sending signals from the gut to the brain and vice versa. Information is relayed in milliseconds. Those signals influence your mood and behavior. Deep, slow breathing can soothe an upset stomach. Neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine are shaped by the gut. Microbes produce short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs like butyrate, that reduce inflammation and promote brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Immune cells release cytokines that can either calm the brain or inflame it, depending on gut state, completing this complex and fascinating communication network. Section 6. Fueling the future foods that nurture both gut and brain. So, how do you eat to support this crucial gut metabolism brain triangle? The principle is simple. Eat real, whole foods. Provide fiber and nutrients for your microbes while keeping blood sugar stable. Load your plate with vegetables, fruits, polyphenols. Think of fiber as prebiotic fertilizer. Add healthy fats, extra virgin olive oil, avocados, walnuts, almonds, chia, flax, hemp. Include fatty fish like wild salmon, mackerel, sardines for omega-3, especially DHA. Don't forget fermented foods, yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, kombucha to diversify your microbiome. Add clean protein with every meal to stabilize blood sugar and supply neurotransmitter building blocks. Avoid sugar, refined flour, and industrial seed oils like soy, corn, and canola. They promote inflammation, feed harmful bacteria, and spike blood sugar. Replace them with nutrient-dense whole foods to fix your gut, stabilize your metabolism, and supercharge your brain. Section 7. Your 7-minute action plan. Simple steps to a sharper, happier you. 3 minutes. Pause before you eat and ask. Fiber for microbes. Healthy fat for brain. Color for antioxidants. 2 minutes. Move to improve insulin sensitivity and boost BDNF. 2 minutes. Deep breathing to stimulate the vagus nerve, then a big glass of water.